This is Making Moves, and we're 50,000 Rand to invest in a business. 11 entrepreneurs will come face to face with our panel of judges to pitch for this investment.
I'm not convinced on where you're wanting to spend the money.
Your business could be in line to win this grand prize and our Money in the Bank series. Your business could be operating from home, the streets, or at a fancy office. Normally, from a bicycle. Oksalayo, we are looking for you. Only 4 entrepreneurs will make it to the final episode to pitch for their investment. Watch Making Moves every Monday, 2 p.m. on SABC1, Mzansi for sure. Bayebethi most overnight success took a long time to achieve. Sesiqedile isigaba sethu sokuqala sama pitches. Lapho ke khona ke sinamabhizinisi amahlanu adlulela kwisigaba esilandelayo. Njengoba ke lawo mabhizinisi lawo becaniwa ngama-judges wethu ngaphansi kwehlo elibukhali. Kodwa the road to the final is still far. Ukhumbula ukuthi sodinga amabhizinisi amane lawo ke wona ke azothola ithuba lokuthi bangapitchela nomklomelo ka-50,000 Rand. Namhlanje ama-judges wethu azocwaninga ibhizinisi ngalinye baphinde futhi babuke ukuthi osomabhizinisi bona bawenze kanjani ngama-task lawa ke ekade benikezwe wona. This is Making Moves. Welcome. Opportunities don't just happen. You create them. Ake sikukhumbuze ngamabhizinisi wethu amahlanu esinawo kulesi sigaba. Nawa kama-top movers wethu. The AB Trading and Projects, SB Brands, Brocom Electrical, Touch Active, kanye neStone Decor. Nawa kama-judges wethu amabili azosiza ukuthi sikhethe i-top 4 yethu namhlanje. Upalisa Mapidilala, a businesswoman, a mentor, and SME developer expert, assisting small businesses to thrive. Asanda Koi, a certified Marshall Goldsmith stakeholder-centered coach, CEO of CB Talent, a firm providing placement, coaching, and graduate work to SMMMEs.
Here we are, 5 amazing businesses that we have to look at. We're going to look at their business profile, who they are, what they do. We're also going to look at how they pitched, what they actually said they're going to do with the money, how they executed their tasks, and what they did. So let's see.
My name is Alan Wickets.
I am Buikanyo Baloyi.
We are co-founders of Alan Buikanyo Trading and Projects. We are a biodiesel manufacturing company situated in Marokolo, Hammanskraal.
Biodiesel is a non-toxic, biodegradable type of fuel. What's unique about it is it reduces the emissions of unburned hydrocarbons, carbon monoxide, as well as particulate matter.
Is it viable?
I like the fact that they're relevant and there's huge potential for growth.
Yeah.
Innovation is key for any business to have any future, and they're right on the mark with that.
I think being in with the trends is important. I mean, this issue of carbon emissions, this global warming,
Correct.
it's a serious issue. And to have 2 young, innovative entrepreneurs really giving it their all and looking at different ways of doing it is something worth applauding. So I do think that in terms of the business's viability, looking into the future, I think they're on the money.
What 50,000 would do for our business? We'll be using it to acquire a petroleum wholesaler license, which will cost us around 25,000. With the 15,000, we'll be buying a washer tank, which will increase our current production by double the amount. And with the remaining 10,000, we'll be investing it back into the business for operational costs. Currently, when we run without any downtime, we can produce around 3,200 liters of diesel per month, which gives us a profit of around 6,400. With the introduction of the washer tank, we'll be able to double the figures to 6,400 liters per month, and it will give us around a profit of 12,800. With the profit we'll be making, we'll be taking an additional 5,800 out of the profits, saving it towards our vision of increasing and going into a bigger plant where we'll be mass producing biodiesel.
Ladies,
I'm obviously looking at the numbers because that's quite important to me. The one thing that's really concerning me is that there are huge cash withdrawals on this, and you never know where cash withdrawals go. You know,
Just about everything they receive, almost all of it
goes
is
into a
out.
cash withdrawal.
It's very tricky because, I mean, for all we know, those could be salaries. It leaves a gaping hole, particularly because 10,000 rand of what they're pitching for is for operational costs.
Exactly.
costs, yeah.
Exactly.
But what they did mention during the pitch is that they weren't able to come into the business on a full-time basis because they were not yet sustainable. So both of them were not inside of the business. I don't see how that's going to work.
I think we also need to look at sustainability. So I think what we need to look at is how much commitment is there in the business.
I think the most important component there is real time frame commitments. And I think short of that, then it becomes a bit tricky for me if they don't have that kind of plan.
Yeah.
So they're not serious. So they need to show the eagerness and the readiness as well as their commitment towards growing the business.
They do mention that they need proper financial education. So if you're looking at the cash flow in the last few months of what the statements provided, and you're looking at their understanding of needs, it's clear that cash flow financial management is an issue in the business and something that they obviously need to be educated on. So that's going to be something that is a big part of their growth.
We have 3 tasks for you. The first one is around relationships. Go get mentorship. Go out to corporates and form relationships with them and find out what enterprise and supply development programs they're running that could be beneficial to you in your specific industry.
Today we're here at Matayo Biofuels, one of the key players in the biodiesel manufacturing industry.
Nice to meet you, Alan.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, welcome to our premises.
They were willing to help us to grow our business.
The second one is going to be uptake agreements. We need something on paper. So uptake agreements on who you're going to be selling to. And second of all, something on paper with the partnerships that you want to expand and start growing and manufacturing more of those farms on, okay?
We approached a few guys in our area who uses diesel in large quantities. We proposed the idea of selling biodiesel to them. They were very impressed, and then we indeed got the letter of intent from them.
And the third thing is going to be an actual against your projection.
The financial projections, we did them, and again we approached IDC for a mock pitch. We did a mock pitch for them. That mock pitch was to prepare us for the final pitch, where we indeed learned from the tasks that were given to us. It was really an eye-opening.
These guys have just taken it 2 steps ahead. My worry is with the tasks that they were given, they haven't done much in their business. So I haven't seen on their financials an improvement.
As I looked at their tasks, I was impressed that they went out and they knocked those doors. But I'm wondering if it's enough.
If we are to be able to grant them 50,000 rands, we can see exactly how it's going to impact the business. And they've gone a step further to show how it would impact their profits.
I think for me, the fact that they understand their business, and more than that, taking the leap and actually going to knock on those doors says a lot about the individuals.
I'm quite keen to see how is this money being allocated.
But overall, I think the business is viable. There is a need. It's one of those that don't go out of fashion, so to speak.
The next person, or rather the next business that we're going to have a look at, is Brocom Electrical.
Sanbonani, Kamala Mumtutuzi Makakula. I'm the founder of Brocom Electrical. Our company offers electrical installation services to asset owners in the utilities, commercial, industrial, and mining.
Well, there we have it. Brocom Electrical.
I like the match. It's an interesting business. I like it when a business has got a specific skill. If he's able to apply that skill with big corporate companies and mines, I'm loving that.
But overall, I think the business is viable. There is a need. It's one of those that
Yeah.
don't go out of fashion, so to speak.
Brocom is a professional provider of electrical engineering, maintenance, and construction services to asset owners, predominantly in the utilities, industrial resources, and infrastructure sectors. We are also planning to expand our clientele database by visiting more giants in South Africa. So we plan to also bring students from colleges and universities by offering learnerships, internships, and on-the-job training. Our capabilities as Brocom, we are a 3EP CIDP grading company, which means we are capable of performing contracts up to the value of 2 million. Quality management system is where we actually want to use the 50,000 rands investment from Making Moves. We already have acquired a good and effective quality management system which has costed us 21,000 rands. So this 50,000 rand will now go directly towards the certification process.
Three things that you need to do. You need to go and find enterprise development assistance. You're working in the mines environment. Go and find out who can help you, how can they help you through their enterprise development budget to get your ISO certification.
We are here to see if they can help us with either information or else help us in terms of funding our certificate. Okay, Sengbuile, Bonane Nasus Carol. Sneak appointment young Tuesday 11 o'clock. Majelana si do Vakashela Mega. We are here also to request assistance in terms of funding. Yale quality management certification yetu. So we've got a meeting with Mr. Kininza. He's allowing us through, but unfortunately it doesn't allow cameras. So yeah, let me go inside.
He didn't give us an indication of whether he was going to receive the funding from through enterprise development or not. And I'm not sure that he understood where to go for the enterprise development funding, because he went to the NDA, and I'm like, but the brief was clear. You should have been going to the mines that you're servicing, because you're a supplier to them, and they have the enterprise development spend. So yeah, although he's done well, I'm just concerned that he didn't understand and that he didn't ask the question of clarity.
I agree. I think he should have actually, because I think this was a great opportunity for him to have an enterprise development partner, not just to finance this QMS system, but actually the business itself.
Correct.
What they could
Correct.
do. I mean,
Yes.
it could fall into a supply chain.
Yes.
If he had taken that opportunity, I think he would actually be seeing a lot more traction in the future. So I think it's a missed opportunity. He really should have taken that up, because that was great advice for him.
The second issue again is you need to get an accountant in your business, someone that's going to be able to point you to the right directions, help you put up budgets for the year to come, and that so that you understand where your business is going financially.
Today, I'm so excited to be welcoming Trimore as an accountant in the company.
Yeah, so basically, I'll do the management accounting side of your business. I'll do the financial side of your business as well. Yeah.
I'm just looking at his financials, and there's been a marked increase since he was on the show to where he is right now. And one thing that tells me, Okela, is that he's paid attention. He's put a lot of things in place. I'd love to know what his accountant has done. Because obviously, that had an impact. I'm hoping that was the reason for his impact. My worry is that there's two 25,000 rand payments in salary a day apart.
Yes.
I'm quite keen to see how is this money being allocated.
I'm actually thinking that we should give him a call on this.
Yeah, let's.
On normal business money for...
Hello?
Hi, I'm Tutuzi. How are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. It's Okela from Making Moves. We just wanted to clarify something about the month of September and particularly your finances in that month.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Hi, Mduduzi, I wanted to find out about the increase in salaries. You've got more of a salary spend. Some of them don't have names allocated next to them. What are those salary spends?
We've actually added 2 electricians. They are qualified electricians like myself, and one of them is also an inspector, single phase inspector. So those are the 2 guys that we've added up on the team as we are expanding. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Mduduzi, thank you very much. Alrighty. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
And the third thing, please find a coach. Find someone that you can at least be able to share ideas with, and that will point you in the right direction. And those are the things that we'd like you to do from here on.
Okay. I'm here to see my mentor, Glenn. He owns Consortium Cable Secunda. Is going to help me, especially with my new venture, which is moving the business to Middelburg.
When you finish with something and somebody else walks past, they must say, you know what, that's Henry's work. That's his team. How do you know? Because only they will do it that way.
Only they will bend the cable.
Only they will do it that way. Only they will use 4K clamps instead of 2. Not cutting costs, not cutting anything. You understand?
And the fact that he actually got a coach, good on him. And he's getting someone who's relevant in the industry. So it's not just anyone who's coming with some generalist type of advice. This is actually relevant advice for his business, which is strong for me.
Let's hear now from Bright. Bright is from Stone Co Deco, so let's watch.
My name is Bright Lachwayo from a company called Highfell Concrete CC, which is trading as Stone Deco. Our company is actually situated at 19 Baker Street, which is in Trichard, next to Secunda. Our company manufacture and install concrete products. I'm talking about your flagstone, your pavers, your columns, your cabs, and some of the concrete products that you might need.
Okay. What do you think about Bright?
For me, Bright is one of those entrepreneurs that you see being around for a very long time.
The Stone Deco actually was established in 1999, but Bright took it over actually in 2013. I'll go through a list the products that we manufacture. We've got grey paving, we've got wall cladding, flagstone, column, precast walling. We also got caps, and we got pier caps, and we also got some of the products which we're not listed here, which are made out of concrete products. Why do we need the fund? We want to expand our product range to have more caps, and we need about 98,000 that will actually be able to get the additional equipment. And those
the time is up, right?
Just by virtue of the fact that he's introducing more products tells you that he's not coasting with what he had, but he's actually taking it to another level.
What we're saying is basically saying that he's found his place in the market. Now he knows what he does. He's not just manufacturing stuff and, hoping it sells. He knows who his client is. He knows where his biggest potential for growth is. And he can go out and basically go gun it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that he took over a business that already had a customer base also does help. So it's how is he putting his stamp on it now?
The first task that we looked at, all those certifications that are putting your business on the forefront of BEE, of quality, and that you need to make sure, you need to show us that you have taken a step in talking to either the bigger construction companies that you are working with, either government agencies that are assisting, but we want to see a step going towards that.
I'm helping Brian to go through his business model and his business processes.
And from tomorrow, she's going to send me a proposal, and then from that proposal, we'll be able to know how we move forward. The compliance issues. Darren is the one which is helping us from SASSA. The last one is the one which we did with Consol. They are going to test our product in terms of the current strength, so that when we're done with everything, we're going to take our product for SABS accreditation.
We are done with 7 days. We're currently waiting to test 28 days. And then all in all, sizokunikeza ama-results after dealing in 28 days and see if the product Stone Deco it meets our requirements as SANAS.
And then you can see that compliance is quite important to him because he's gone through the Consol thing now. SABS is on the cards. He wants to get the accreditation done. And that's what he said he wants to use the funds for anyway, right?
Yeah. If you look at his financials, I think he's actually being fair in that analysis, because if you look at the cash flow, he's basically at the point where he's on the overdraft line. He stays on the overdraft line month by month. So a cash injection of 50,000 Rand would make quite a considerable difference. And it's for something that's going to give him bigger clients. Compliance is what makes a the entrepreneurs in the construction industry work. So he's actually applied his mind really well.
He was up for the game.
The second task that we looked at, go knock on doors, as many doors as you can, but bring back a positive new client that has given you an order, which is not the client that you have been doing business with before.
Number of customers which I have approached. So the first one was the Murray Roberts, and they said they're gonna actually send us the application form in order to be registered on their procurement. Just have a chat with the manager here, Cashbuild, which is based in Standerton, and he actually gave me a contact which is based in Joburg, and Dumelo said we need to send them pictures, and we bought the mold for the caps, but we need to manufacture them and take pictures so we can send everything to them. The third one is WBHO. They wanted the business profile and some of the compliance documents, which we did send it through to them, and we'll wait for them to give us a feedback.
Him going after 4 major clients, big clients, is always appealing to me. I also agree that shows that he wants to take it further.
His attitude, for me, it takes the cup.
I'm very pleased to see that he's went and bought the curbs, because 40% of his business comes from the pavers and the curbs, right?
I like that he was being backed by such a big company as part of the ED program. That gives a lot of comfort. That's also really good potential for him.
The last task is segmentation of your product. You need to go back and say what works very well for this business, what doesn't work for this business, how do we make it work? If we're bringing in new products, what impact are they going to have?
Currently, we've got a lot of products that we're selling, but there are some of the products which we, like the Roman Flexstone, we actually took it out from our sales, because we had about 5 months without doing any sales on them, so we took them out.
He is taking his tasks over and above.
I see, though, that Bright's given us financials for the year ended 2016.
So are we basing this on last year's, and is it then a true reflection of, although he's done all of that, it needs to be current.
Bright is not yet at the place where he's looking at his numbers on a monthly basis. And it's important in manufacturing, eh?
Absolutely. His product segmentation. Is it a true product segmentation then, if he doesn't have the numbers to match it? Because what are you basing it on?
I think he can definitely afford to educate himself in terms of the numbers in his business, because it could help him more as he sits down with the process lady to say, actually, this is the process that I need to optimize, or I need to look at different raw materials without compromising my quality.
Absolutely. There is no strategy, actually. I'm not sensing a strategy here. This is, I can't see how this is going to be a scalable big business.
Thabo has set up shop and gym in basically work environments. So he's trying to pull and attract people into training more, because we all know we could afford to get healthier.
And fitter. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
So let's allow Thabo to actually introduce himself as we watch his business profile.
I'm Thabo Don, founder of Touch Active. We are wellness, fitness individuals. We do personal training, group training, customized eating plans and training programs. What makes us unique is we are a young, fresh and energetic establishment.
In terms of the business in general, it's not my personal favorite type of business. I like him. I think he's a bit of a go-getter. He's young, he's active. It fits him, it fits his profile. He's a great brand ambassador for this type of business.
I would invest in a business like this, particularly because corporate wellness is massive at the moment, and it's mandatory, right? So it's
they spend for it.
They spend for it. They have to spend, but it's what you position that's going to set you apart from the other people that's pitching for their spend.
In the corporate setting, we've seen that there's lots of obesity and also fatigue management, poor fatigue management in the corporates. There's lots of absenteeism due to illness as well. So that's one of the major problems that we've identified. We've also identified that there's occupational injuries that happen in the workplace. So since I'm based in the mines as well, I've seen that there's people who've got back pain problems, and also fingers, niggles on the knees, and so forth and so forth. I'm hoping that my intervention will come and put that to the rescue. So we've come up with interventions as Touch Active. So what we'll need from the clients, is that they must just provide us with space where we can provide our training services and also manage and administrate the facility. With the 50,000, we split it in two. We're going to invest in the equipment as well in marketing. So I'll split it in two. The functional equipment will basically help us a lot in improving our boot camp and in helping us accommodate more clientele, as well as using the equipment to cater for our events, because we do events as well.
We do want to have employees that are healthier, and I like the angle of going after corporates and using their facilities to be able to set up your gym. It's actually quite smart.
My personal opinion around this is that he's not paying attention to the opportunities that are actually staring him in the face. I think his passion lies with doing the boot camps, etc., etc. But passion doesn't put food on the table.
And it's sad because he's lost his corporate clients. In the month of August, they're gone.
I think he's a fitness guy.
That's what I was,
He's great. He's great. He's a brand ambassador.
He's evident, right?
It's evident. He should be in the gym. Posters of him. I'm not sensing a strategy here. This is. I can't see how this is going to be a scalable big business.
So we've got the three tasks that you need to now go do. The first one is go perhaps engage someone who would come look at your marketing campaign with you and come up with a really solid marketing campaign, but make sure that it's a place where that money is going to get you the most.
How can I get as much information as possible into that ad that you don't want to do? You don't want to say, and here's our phone number and our Facebook and all this and that. You choose one point of entry. It's about setting up how you like your brand, what your brand is, what makes your brand unique, and what your sales offering is.
The second one is medical aid. Go meet up with medical aid. I know you said yesterday that you are starting to talk to them and that. Go get commitments, start getting letters signed and that.
We want to call a medical board that monitors those paying codes.
I know Discovery is very big on the wellness side of things.
how do you get wrong going to see a medical aid and you go and see a doctor?
Maybe it was a lack of understanding, because when you look at the marketing campaign, he actually got it right when he was looking at what do I need to understand about value marketing. But then when we start talking about medical aid, I don't think he understood that you are looking at an opportunity here for scalability. I can't see it.
I agree. I think it's a pity, because oftentimes when entrepreneurs start a business out of passion, you usually focus so much on that passion and not on the business part. And this is the opportunity.
Absolutely.
And as you were saying, I mean, the opportunity is staring him in the face. But because he's a person who is into this fitness thing, the actual, he's not seeing this opportunity, you know, and I think that's a pity.
And the last one is the return on investment. Okay. For the clients, the minds, the companies that you are selling your business with, be sure that the return on the money they spend on your product, it's there. Look at the return on investment also from the angle of your business internally and that. So look at it holistically, be able to show those in your business and that.
When it comes to growth strategies, sometimes we look too far and we miss the opportunities that exist within our radius. And what do I mean? If you've got 20 clients, for example, you have a new product that you want to launch. The best people to launch the product to would be the 20 clients. Yes, because you already have rapport with them.
I didn't get the sense that he understood what was expected of him.
Return on investment is the one thing that he really needed to understand here for him to know how to run this business.
True.
And that's the one thing that he didn't get right.
And we're going to move on to our last finalist, SB Brands.
My name is Bonga Shabangu. I'm the Managing Director and co-founder of SB Brands. SB Brands is a food manufacturing and distribution company based in the east of Johannesburg. We manufacture soya mince. Believe it or not, it tastes like actual meat. We also manufacture instant porridge and instant sorghum. You can reach us at info@sbbrands.co.za or visit our webpage www.sbbrands.co.za.
It's not every day that you see a business like that. Soya mince and manufacturing again.
From what I've seen, it's a business that has huge potential. Not a lot of small players, especially black individuals in the space.
There definitely is a future for it.
In 2011, my mom started a food kitchen in Soweto to help families unable to meet basic food needs. I saw a very huge business opportunity and I left my job. I left my job to embark on a journey to start a food manufacturing business that would later disrupt the market. I strongly believe that there is a great need to increase production of wholesome food products that will combat malnutrition, poverty, and ill health. And SB Brands aims to focus on developing products for this market. We have the chicken, we have the mutton, and we have the beef. These are 250 grams soya mince. Our 250 soya can serve 10 to 12 people depending on consumption. So our product is much denser compared to whatever's in the market. Winning the 50,000, we focus on reducing the cost of sale by 25%. So what we're going to do, we're going to focus on education. You know, get a consultant to come in, help us with a concoction, and drop cost of sale by 25%. So from 12.02 cents to 9.20 cents. On the first month after we drop it to we drop it by 25%, we make 200,000, we gross profit 80,000, and we net profit 25,000. Over 12 months, we have 300,000 net profit. Judges, thank you so much.
But in terms of the actual business, the potential, his cash flow, if you're looking at it from the months, they're always going up, so that's great. His cash flow at the end of the month also increasing, so that's really, really strong. So in terms of his ability to generate income and drive this into a really scalable business, he's got the right product, beautiful packaging. We just need to figure out what his strategy is.
Yeah.
My concern with this business is a lot is being put into the end product. He's got great packaging, he's got all of that, but seriously, you can have everything great, but if you don't have somebody that's buying it, you're going to be sitting with stock on the shelf and you've spent all of that money.
Yeah.
We want to see you doing financial analysis. It's not good enough in production to just know the top number because the devil's in the detail. That's how you know how to drive your costs or what to do next. The second thing that we want you to do is to partner up with those farmers. The passion that we see in the production and the end product, we want to see it coming down to the farmers, right? So that you understand how to better your product going forward. And lastly, play around with your product a bit. You know, we were just speaking, and there's so much going on in Soweto every single weekend. There's the Kota Festival coming up, and we want to see you there making soya kotas. We want to see you getting into a place where you're cooking the product, where, you know, you're getting people to interact with it, and you're selling it in that way.
Now you understand what I'm trying to say because you stopped your executive.
Yeah, I'm done with my meeting. G accounting, Mr. Vez. What a wise man. Learned so much from him.
Hi guys, I got a consultant to come help me, put the quarter together. Let's see what happens. I'm so excited.
The kota, fantastic.
Yes.
I wish I could have tasted that. And he was able to make his brand, so that's fantastic. And that's also good for consumer knowledge because that's when the consumers get to taste this. It tastes like meat, and they start to be educated about soy products. So he did well on those two. But in terms of with the farmers, I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, and that's a little concerning for me because that's where his 25%
I was just going to say that would directly affect his cost of selling.
It would automatically put him at a different level.
But then the question is, does he really understand what it means to reduce costs? I mean, does he know where the biggest cost dealers are coming from in his thing? So it's another question.
I think that's one of the things we need to look at. Is this an issue? Because I see he's also a one-man band. You know, the type of business that he's running is making me squirm a little bit with him being a one-man band. A little nervous because I don't know if he's going to have the capacity to drive the strategy that he wants to drive.
I'm dying to find out why he didn't execute this task. So let's give him a call and maybe he can give us clarity as to how he thought this would work.
Yeah, definitely.
Welcome to voicemail. Please leave a voice or fax message.
Okay. Mwanga hasn't answered his phone. We don't know why he's not answering because actually he was told to be available.
That's disappointing.
He was told to be on standby. I would have really loved to hear how and why he didn't go through to those farmers. Judges, 5 businesses in front of us. We've seen the businesses, we know them now. I'm going to ask for us to choose who goes through.
was by no means an easy task. No.
As you know, positivity borns positivity. So I'm positive about this one that I've made it to the next round.
Claro, Papa, outcome.
As you can see, the top 4 has been decided. And now, it's time for making moves to go deliver the news to the entrepreneurs. Kodwa, kuzoba khona inyembezi zenjabulo, kube khona nenyembezi zosizo, njengoba ke elilodwa lala mabhizinisi amahlanu akhethiwe lizosalela emuva. Kule season sinamabhizinisi amathathu aphuma eMpumalanga, wona ke ala ku top 5 yethu. Uhambo lwethu luqala eBad Plus, lapho khona sihambisa imvilophi kumduduzi ophuma eBrocom Electrical. Ake sizwe ukuthi imvilophi yona imphathele ziphi izindaba.
Mthukile, but ngijabulile at the same time. Just that nami ngifuna ukuzwa from ama-judges ukuthi bona bacabanga kanjani.
Ngemva kwalapho siya eTouch Active eGrill siyobona uThabo. Umlisa ubukeka ethukile. Ngabe na uyakuzwa lokukushisa sokusumoya.
As you know, positivity borns positivity. So I'm positive about this one that I've made it to the next round. Okay, I think with the task, I did quite well. And then there's just one when I look back now that I should have done better. But I hope that will not count against me.
Uhambo lwethu lwaseMpumalanga lugcina eTrichard. Lapho khona siyobona uBright ophuma eStone Decor.
In terms of ukuthi ngifila kanjani ngima results atoba kanjani ngiyo nje into lengafeel right ngayo ukuthi itolo bangifonele bangitholi, but other than that I think angikho bad ngaleyo ndlela.
Uma sibuya eGoli siya eHammanskraal, lapho ke khona sihambisa envelope kuEllen noBuyikanye abaphuma eAB Trading and Projects.
Di task tsa rena re dirile tse tsotlhe. Nthongwe lengwe ba re boditsong re
yeah, no re-ents. But even if we don't go through, we are happy with the exposure. We are happy with dilo tse re ithutileng tsona along the way. The show nearly an eye opener.
Uhambo lwethu lugcina eVali, lapho khona siyohlangana noBonga ophuma eSB Brands.
I don't know how to feel. You know, there's just a lot of emotions going through me. But yeah, I can't wait to open here and see the result.
Claro, Papa, outcome.
You move to the next round.
All right. You move to the next round. Move to the next round. 50K, I'm coming for you.
Yes, I think I deserve ukuthola this verdict because ngisebenzile kakhulu.
All right, my move ends here. So I believe this is the end of my journey. But no hope is not all hope is lost. I still feel that the lessons that I've learned from the Make Moves show, I will take it much further. You know, I've learned a great deal in terms of the business model and so forth.
Now amabhizinisi akwi top 4. Wona ke lamabhizinisi angena kwisigaba esilandelayo esamanqa. AB Trading and Projects, Brocom Electrical, Stone Decor, and SB Brands.
igama lami nguPhumlani Edward Ngwenya, igama lebhizinisi iMagudu Inn, si-accommodation and conference facility. We are unique because we are away from the busy town. Indawo yethu is in the bush, is very quiet for izinto njengama-conferencing. Ya ibhizinisi siqale ngabo 1999. Siqala nginguthisha nonkosikazi wami uthisha, sobabili singuthisha. So masiqala saqala ngama rooms awu5. Senza a small B&B. Kodwa besi ne challenge because besi operator while singuthisha singakayeki ukuba uthisha. So I client lethu lokuqala mangilikhumbula kahle nakuba kwangekho lula kwakunzima uqala le business ngoba kwesinye isikhathi kwake kuphela inyanga yonke engangenanga umuntu.
Business lethu laqala elokishini. So kwaba khona ukuthi ubani umuntu ozozolala elokishini. Nelokishi lethu lincane, it's not namalokishi amakhulu abantu abafisa ukuthi beze bezobona. And then after that kwaba ama challenges ukuthi because kuyi guest house uthatha nanombani oqhamukayo egatini ofuna ukuzolala. So abanye abantu babefika mhlambe ngabo 12 ebusuku and you have to uvuka uhambe yoba attenda na zonke lezo zinto lezo.
Enye into edala ukuthi ama clients ethu nje ngabala u-Department of Education, ngabala u-Department of Health, ngabala u-Department of Labour, Department of Sports and Culture. Ibona beza kakhulu kule ndawo ngoba bayazi ukuthi i-capacity yale ndawo inkulu nama-groups abahamba nawo noba ngabe makhulu kangakanani ayakwazi ukuba accommodated at one shot kule ndawo. So ithala kusho ukuthi the time ngithole opportunity ukuthi kunehotela elidayisayo la. So ngayi-approach after sengi-approach amanye ama-banks ngahluleka because babebona i-risk ukuthi indawo engifuna ukuyithenga iku-rural area and nami ibhizinisi engifuna ukuyifaka as i-security, it was in the township. So bonke bang-rejecta. So ngase ngiya kuyithala, ithala yaba prepared ukuthi ngakwazi ukungisiza. But angisubmit zonke izinto ababeyifuna, i-paperwork, oma-business plan, oma-financials. Ngasubmit zonke lezo zinto. Within 4 weeks, i-deal yami bayi-approve abasethala.
If you are an entrepreneur and would like to be featured on the show, contact us on makingmoves@sabc.co.za or visit our website